Hello and welcome to Loving Life at 60ish. And today I'm here to show you an older album that I have done. I follow along with Allie Edwards, and this is the word of the year, one little word. And this is from 2021. And my one little word was home, and I'm going to show it to you. So the first few pages, I use a lot of Allie Edwards products. I also have old products that I use and all kinds of different things, but for the most part you can find a lot of these things on allieedwards.com. This album is Allie's, and the dividers for each month were also hers. I'm not sure if those are still available. But it says, Believing and Hoping. Here's the story. House plus love equals home, 2021. Making it happen. And then we start with January. That is my little Willow and Merida, and this is Guapito. He's the kitty cat that we're doing palliative care with right now. And our other two, we had two other cats at the time, and they're both missing out of this photo. And then this was a download that Allie gave us, and it says, I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. And I just printed it on a piece of acetate, and it's held up pretty good. It hasn't scratched off the page or anything. I don't want to get to the end of my life and find that I've just lived the length of it. I want to have lived the width of it also, as well. And my word of the year, of course, was home that year. And then she always starts out with, different things. Defining the word, telling your reason why. This little sticker of the house I got on scrapbook.com. A quote about your word. Home should be an anchor, a port in a storm, a refuge, a happy place in which to dwell, a place where we are loved and where we can love. And that's by Marvin J. Ashton. That was my quote. And then things that you want to let go of, things you want to invite into your life. This next one was inspired by one of the women that was also doing one little word. And these are my intentions for the year. For instance, spending some time at the ocean. The most important work you will ever do will be within the walls of your own home. This is me and my grandson, and we're all about making memories. With you, I am home. So these were all different quotes and such that reminded me of what my intentions were. This was a word, what are they called? Not a word bubble, but I went online and I found this, and they had a template to make it in the shape of a house. It was free. So I wrote words that were my intention: self-care, home, beach, meditation, hygge, drink your water, things like that. And it's all written within this house. And then this was some more writing that she offers. When we have each other, we have everything. This was for February, making time for what matters most. So February was always typically a month to do a vision board, and so that's what this month was about. So my husband and I, we had a photo shoot on the beach, which is right near our house, and it has a lot of memories because I grew up there. And I printed it on some sparkly paper. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it was from Walmart. Now I am talking through this one, but I'm also going to do a flip through video with no talking. So if you'd rather watch that, feel free. This matters. In this home, we do real. We make mistakes. We laugh loudly. We say, I'm sorry. We are patient. We cherish friends. We honor family. We are grateful. We love deeply. And February is my birthday month. And so there was me. And I talked a lot about in February, the things that matter, the pieces that matter. My grandson, my family, my best friend, all our animals at the time, the 3 cats and the 2 little dogs. And this was my vision board. Now really, it's a big round board. It's a cake board. And I mean, it's very big and it hangs on my wall, but I took a picture of it and cut it out so that I could put it in here. And so that's my vision board. And then into March, she typically has you develop some type of a practice. And so I decided that I was going to dance. I was just going to turn on a video. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. A video. I'm not a video. I was going to have Alexa, if you can spell that. Play a song at random, and I was going to dance to it. So 1 song a day, just get my body moving around 4 o'clock in the afternoon and just do it. And so this is me when I was little. I'm a dancer. I owned a dance studio for 25 years. I went to college for dance education and dance performance. So dance is important to me, but I've let it go. And so I decided I was just going to bring it back for, 4 or 5 minutes every day. And my little dog, Willow, dances. She dances every day, usually at mealtime. It's something that they're rescue dogs, and it's something she learned somewhere, and so she dances. And this was the tracker to see how well we did, and I did really well in March. These are not March days. I think it ended here. I don't know. We'd have to count them up, but I did pretty good. I kind of fell off here and there, but I set my timer on my phone and it told me it was time, and I danced. And my grandson got into the act too. So whenever he was here, he'd say, Mimi, it's 4 o'clock, let's dance. And so that's what we did. And then I talked about how it felt to do that all month. And this is April. I can do this, trying again. And I collect heart rocks that my family find for me. So that's me and my husband. Our anniversary is in April, and we were on our beach, and he found some heart rocks, actually. What can you let go of to bring a little more peace, joy in your life? So this was a lot of letting go of things. I was letting go of perfection, worry and fear, stuff, so much stuff, it says. And then just a little note to myself. Don't forget that each day is a chance to start again. You are doing amazing, showing up for your word and your world. Continue to create the home you dream of. Things are changing inside you. Your life is grand, from me. And then May was about making it visible, making your word visible in some way. And so, taking photos. And this is me with my lilac bush. Make it visible. And so I just took some pictures, and this is capturing this feeling. Now that is at Christmas time. So, but it was a feeling that I, wanted all year round. And then this is capturing this feeling, and this is about work and the new collection that I had done of Disney dresses. Capture this feeling of my garden, and I was starting over again with the garden. And then this was a really interesting one. This was my daughter's birthday. She requested that we have our meal at our house instead of at her house. And I had to clean up, and it was just amazing. It was lovely, and it was such a good feeling. June, finding the grace in the middle of the journey. So June is always a month about reflection, about where you're at in the middle of the year with your word and everything. So I talked about the progress that I was making in my home, because physically I was on a journey to organize and to get rid of and to lighten up. This is my workroom. It does not look like this right this minute. It's a disaster because of Easter bonnets, but whoops, that fell off. But yeah, that's part of I took a lot of pictures of my home and what progress I had made. So again, my workroom. This is my son helping me get products at Home Depot to make some shelving. Some more of my workroom. It was an amazing year. I really accomplished so much and felt so good about my home. And this, again, is more of my home. Note to self, keep showing up. And then this was writing about where I'm at, reflecting. And home is where the heart is. And this is sage burning. I grow it in my garden, and so I'm able to burn my own sage. You are exactly where you need to be. This is July. Here for this magic. The two things in life you are in total control over are your attitude and your effort. And again, my animals on my bed. And this was about I don't remember what the prompt was, but it was about showing up and doing the work. And I was really doing that. That I was cleaning house, I was getting rid of stuff, I was working hard to just clear up, excuse me, clear out and clean up. And so that's what the pictures were all about. I had set up a guest room because it was the first year that my mom had come from where she lives and stayed with us. And so I wanted a place for her to stay. But I'm redoing the guest room into a different room now. August, this is my story. And this was a currently the stories I'm telling myself. Currently the stories I'm telling about home. This is my mom and I. She was here for the summer. And currently stories I'm telling about work. And this one was currently stories I'm telling about connections. And it was a picture of my friends and I making cards. And I don't know why that picture is missing. I'm going to have to find it. September, you are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. This was we worked on making a poem about our word. So that was sort of, interesting for me because I used to write poetry when I was much younger, high school. And so this is me at my sewing machine because that's where I am most of the time in September. And my poem says, I am the sound of ocean waves, a cozy chair and a quiet moment. I hold the loss of my youth and my little dog's snuggles. I am a story being told, the laughter of my kids, and a quiet moment and a quiet moment to read. I reach toward the sun, the smell of lilacs in spring, and my Sundays with my family. I am the calm, the lonely, the hopeful. I hold hugs from Eli, the joy of a peaceful home and feeling hopeful. And I am choosing, seeking, and creating space to be me. And this was the way we wrote it. It was, what are these called? You know, where you come up with, like, this is something in nature, an image that evokes your word. I can't think of what those are called. Mad Libs. So it was like a Mad Lib. October. There's my little guy. And October was all about affirmations. And one of the women showed us how to make an affirmation book. I am healthy, strong, and filled with energy. I allow myself to be who I am without judgment. I am open to change. I am enough. I have a beautiful and peaceful home. I take action in the direction of my goals. So I haven't looked at this in a while. That's really kind of neat. I'm going to have to make another one of those with some new, I'll leave that out. Everything I need is already with me. And October is about keep going. You know, you're making progress, you're moving ahead. Go ahead, you've got this. Keep going. And so this was my garden. I was working on my garden, my very large heart. It's rose granite. And this was bringing me joy. A lot of work has been done since then. And this was at nighttime. I had bought some solar lights and was very excited about that. November, of course, is about gratitude. And this is us in November on Thanksgiving. And, you know, I'm not in the picture, neither is my husband, but there's all my kids. And then this was about looking for the good and pausing and paying attention. There's my kids. It is not joy that makes us grateful. It is gratitude that makes us joyful. There's my two little girls. If you can see that. Yeah. And then just other things that I was grateful for. My grandson and I had started making fake bake cakes. And so I'm very grateful for the time that I get to spend with him. And this was all about the good files, something sight, a clean table, Eli getting off the bus, sound, my kids saying I love you, taste, turkey, stuffing, apple pie, and yeast rolls. Obviously, I wrote that on Thanksgiving. Touch, this hand, Eli's hand in mine. Smell, maple candle, hot cocoa, Mrs. Meyer's acorn scented cleaner. So I did a couple of those good files. This says my people right now. That was in their Christmas jammies the year before. And then December is all about facts and feelings, where you're at with your word and what was true and what you felt. This is, you could see every month I did a large picture of something. And so this is my husband and I, for our Christmas card that year. He had the naughty cup and I had the nice cup, of course. And what you want to remember about your word. And then I did this, Photos of Home 2021, and it flips up and it talks about different things that happened around my word home during 2021. Time with family at our house and theirs, time with extended family, the weeks I had with my mom here, being courageous and hiring a pest control company. Long story, very courageous. The mice are gone. Being excited again at the possibilities of home, twinkling lights at Christmas and my love of the tree, getting huge projects done for work, Nate, Anna, and Eli working on the deck and the pool debris, saying goodbye to little Jazz, which was one of our cats, smudging the house every Sunday, getting vaccinated, dancing, Jamie's fairy garden, my hometown, the birds in the nest, my forsythia bush. So, and then I just took a lot of different pictures of that year throughout the year. Like there's the pest control truck. Oh, you can't see it, sorry. There's the pest control truck right there. So, long story. And then my last picture is of it was a Christmas picture I took, and it just says home on my heart. And that's it. And I so appreciate you being with me through this. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I know I have. I love looking back through these. Again, I take Allie Edwards' course in One Little Word every year also. So that's where I get all these ideas from. And yeah, I really enjoy doing this. And I'm going, like I said, I'm going to also do a video where I'm not chatting. And I'm trying to find where the affirmations go. And so you can just look through it with just a quiet, maybe a little quiet music playing. And this was 2021. I do have 2022 done. My word for last year was focus. And I did another album like this. And although it looks completely different than this. And so I will show that to you in another video. And then the other thing is, I just started this year's, well, I'm on March now. And my word this year is create. So that will be a fun album to do too. Maybe I can show you more month by month with that one. Okay, let me know. Do you do one little word? Do you choose a word every year? And if you do, what is your word this year? And or what has been your all-time favorite word ever? Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And please remember, spread a little joy in someone's life today. And I hope that you have a joyful day. Bye.